In this lecture, we are going to discuss first, quality certifications, second, quality tools. Quality certifications. Many firms that do business internationally recognize the importance of quality certification. The International Organization for Standardization, shortly ISO, promotes worldwide standards for the improvement of quality, productivity, and operating efficiency through a series of standards and guidelines used by industrial and business organizations, regulatory agencies, governments, and trade organizations. The standards have important economic and social benefits. Not only are they tremendously important for designers, manufacturers, suppliers, service providers, and the customers, but the standards make a tremendous contribution to society in general. They increase the levels of quality and reliability, productivity, and safety, while making products and services affordable. The standards help facilitate international trade, and they provide governments with a basis for health, safety, and environmental legislation. And they aid in transferring technology to developing countries. Two of the most well-known of these are ISO 9000 and ISO 14000. ISO 9000 pertains to quality management. It concerns what an organization does to ensure that its products or services conform to its customers' requirements. ISO 14000 concerns what an organization does to minimize harmful effects to the environment caused by its operations. Note that both ISO 9000 and ISO 14000 relate to an organization's processes rather than its products and services. And both stress continual improvement. Moreover, the standards are meant to be generic, no matter what the organization's business. If it wants to establish a quality management system or an environmental management system, the system must have the essential elements contained in ISO 9000 or in ISO 14000. The ISO 9000 standards are critical for companies doing business internationally, particularly in Europe. And they must go through a process that involves documenting quality procedures and on-site assessment. The process often takes 12 to 18 months. With certification comes registration in an ISO directory that companies seeking suppliers can refer to for a list of certified companies. They are generally given preference over unregistered companies. Also note that a key requirement for registration is that a company review, refine, and map functions such as process control, inspection, purchasing, training, packaging, and delivery. Similar to the Baltic Award, the review process involves considerable self-appraisal, resulting in problem identification and improvement. But unlike the Baltic Award, registered companies face an ongoing series of audits, and they must be re-registered every 3 years. In addition to the obvious benefits of certification for companies that want to deal with the European Union, the ISO 9000 certification and registration process is particularly helpful for companies that don't currently have a quality management system. It provides guidelines for establishing the system and making it effective. Eight quality management principles form the basis of the latest version of ISO 9000. 1. A customer focus. 2. Leadership. 3. Involvement of people. 4. A process approach. 5. A system approach to management. 6. Continual improvement. 7. Use of factual approach to decision making. 8. Mutually beneficial supplier relationships. The standards for ISO 14000 certification, of course, bear upon three major areas. 1. Management systems. Systems development and integration of environmental responsibilities into business planning. 2. Operations. Consumption of natural resources and energy. 3. Environmental systems. Measuring, assessing, and managing emissions, effluents, and other waste streams. ISO 24700. ISO 24700 pertains to the quality and performance of office equipment that contains reused components. Also, ISO 24700 specifies product characteristics for use in an original equipment manufacturer's or authorized third party's declaration of conformity to demonstrate that a marketed product that contains reused components performs equivalent to new, meeting equivalent to new component specifications and performance criteria, and continues to meet all the safety and environmental criteria required by responsibly built products. It's relevant to marketed products whose manufacturing and recovery processes result in the reuse of components. Quality tools. There are a number of tools that an organization can use for problem solving and process improvement. This topic describes 8 of these tools. The tools aid in data collection and interpretation and to provide the basis for decision making. Note that the first 7 tools are often referred to as the 7 basic quality tools. Flowcharts. A flowchart is a visual representation of a process. As a problem-solving tool, a flowchart can help investigators in identifying possible points in a process where problems occur. The figure represents a simple flowchart. And note that the diamond shapes in the flowchart represent decision points in the process, and the rectangular shapes represent procedures. The arrows show the direction of flow of the steps in the process. Also, to construct a simple flowchart, begin by listing the steps in a process. Then, classify each step as either a procedure or a decision point. Try to not make the flowchart too detailed, or it may be overwhelming, but be careful not to omit any key steps. Check sheets. A check sheet is a simple tool frequently used for problem identification. Check sheets provide a format that enables users to record and organize data in a way that facilitates collection and analysis. This format might be one of simple check marks. Also, check sheets are designed on the basis of what the users are attempting to learn by collecting data. Many different formats can be used for a check sheet, and there are many different types of sheets. One frequently used form of check sheets deals with type of defect. The figure shows tallies that denote the type of defect and the time of day each occurred. Problems with missing labels tend to occur early in the day, and the smeared print tends to occur late in the day, whereas off-center labels are found throughout the day. Also, identifying types of defects and when they occur can help in pinpointing causes of the defects. Histograms. A histogram can be useful in getting a sense of the distribution of observed values. Among other things, one can see if the distribution is symmetrical and what the range of values is, and if there are any unusual values. The figure illustrates a histogram. Note the two peaks. This suggests the possibility of two distributions with different centers. Possible causes might be two workers or two suppliers with different quality.